Howdy folks, welcome to episode 66. We're going to get the rest of these loaded up, and I discovered through some very frustrating times here that these hand valves here, and I'm going to save you the trouble because it took me quite a while to figure it out. So the hand valves that you want to use, so basically if you pull the train up to... If you pull the cars up to here and you start hitting the space bar, it'll randomly pick which one of these it uses, and it kept using the one on the opposite side and just dumping the oil all over the place. And so I finally figured out that if I set the hand valves to 100%, those will be the ones that get used. So, because there's a separate valve down here, that's the main control, so that's the one that'll turn on when you get up here. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know that because I ran into that and I spent quite a bit of time frustratingly trying to get that to work. So we have 10 cars that need to be filled. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars. There we go. And I also, if you look up here, I put 400. It was at 357 because we brought it down to what should have been 360. We brought it down to 357. And so, yeah, here, let's just get this moving. There we go. But yeah, I brought it down, and I decided that I just add a bunch, and then basically when we've done these 2 runs, then we should have this emptied. So that way if I spill any more, that, you know, because obviously you're not going to have the thing sitting over the air and just turn it on. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's it's allowing you to fail in a stupid way. Okay. So, yeah. Just keep this running. We'll see if we can get this to work now. Because I tested it a couple times, and it seems, literally a couple times, twice. I just did that twice, and it seemed to be consistent suddenly. Because, yeah, it was just doing all kinds of weird things without that. So we'll see if I figured it out. Because I think before the last episode, I did go around and I was screwing around with the Here, let's get this all in compression, so it'll stop. There we go. That way when we go to stop, it'll actually stop where we want it to. Alright, so now we should... I turned on 4 of them. Nope. Okay, it's not going to do it. Alright, we're just going to go like this because I spent way too much time messing around with that. Here, we're going to get this to... But the good news is that we can get 2 of them at the same time. So we're going to line up this one. Let's see if this will... Oh, that one's full already. Okay. And then let's get this one. We'll get our... Whoops. Let's get our chute. Here we go. We're going to do this. It's not going to let me stand on the chute. Move it. You got to love the random mouse moving thing. They haven't changed that. Okay, so we're going to do this. Come back up here. The hand valve is at 0, so we need to turn these off in case they're on. 0. 0. This one's at 100. So what we want to do is we want to bring this one up a little bit more. And we're going to turn this one off because that one's already filled up. But that should let us fill up both of those cars at the same time. So let's try. Is it filling it? Let's see. Is it... Where's our number? There we go, 11. We need one more. So what we need to do is turn off Let's see if that did it. There, 12. What part of the car do I need to point at? See, I pointed at the tanker there. And now it's... There we go. Alright. Okay. Let's go do this. We'll move this. Alright. It just does the weirdest things, man. Okay, so these two cars. I mean, that's the good news, is we'll be able to load 2 cars at a time instead of 1 if we're doing it this way. So there's that. But I don't know. I give up on that for now. I'll have to look on whatever, one of the internet 4 sites on the websites on the internet, and I'm sure there won't be anything about it. I'll see if on the Steam discussions there's anything, but I doubt it. Alright, so we're gonna try to come a little bit farther here. Just there we go. That's much better. No, it's way too far. Let's come back a little bit. There we go. Alright. Let's go like this. Because now we should be able to line up both of these. That one's good. There. Okay, and then we should be able to put both of these at 100%. It's going to do this thing where I'm floating up in the air again, isn't it? 100%. Yep. Okay. So, 385 minus 24 is 361, right? 7531. Okay. So that should have 12. Why is it not letting me see that it has 12? There, 12 and 12. Okay, good. All right. Go back to the engine. And let's go like this. Zero. This is our one that we want. And yeah, see, I tried all kinds of things. I tried the various zoom levels. I tried pointing the mouse at different places. I tried parking the car at different... It would switch between, like, using this one and this one when the car and the mouse were all, like... I wasn't changing anything. Nothing was changing. Everything was at a complete stop, but it would just randomly change which one turned on. And then it would turn this one on, and then turn this one on, and not be able to turn that one off. With the space bar. So then it would just sit there and pour out all the oil. It's so stupid. Alright. And the weird thing is we went a whole episode without that happening at all. That's the thing I don't get. I don't understand what changed between last episode and it's not like they've updated the game in the last year, you know? They haven't updated it in forever. A little bit more. A little bit more. We just need to... Come on, you can do it. There we go. Alright. Now it's going to go too far. Of course it's going to go too far. Didn't it do this last time too? Can we push it back a little bit? There we go. Is it going to stop now? For reals? A little bit more? There we go. Almost there. Alright. Let's go do it. I think we should be able to load from here. And that one. There we go. Okay. So, do the same thing. We're going to go from 61 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, let's see. 12 of 12. And I know I saw 12. There it is. Okay. All right. Go back. This was only going to take a couple minutes, remember? It won't take that long. What do we got? 3 cars? 5 cars left. All right. Let's make this happen. It's magic time. I think we'll get these loaded. We'll get the stuff. I don't know. We might be able to get the cars over to the refinery. We might be able to get the cars over to the refinery by the time we run out of time in 20 minutes. Make sure that one's... Yeah, that one is loaded. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. And there's like a tiny bit of a hill here too, so it keeps wanting to... where do we want to hit the brakes? Let's do this. Let's see what it does, because we keep overshooting. A little bit more. Come on. There we go. We keep overshooting, so let's see what that does. Because it's going to expand back out. Why is it? It's going way too much. It's gonna expand back out. Come on, you can do it. Of course it isn't. Now that we overshot it, now it's not going to. It does every other time though, doesn't it? Right? Okay. There we go. The gremlins. This is why you have to be online to play it, because they're watching and they're like, let's make it screw up. Let's make it do this. He'll be really mad. Alright. Rail Trolls Online. Okay. Let's see if we can get these lined up. I don't think that one's going to go. I don't think it's going to go. Let me see. We're already back here, so let's see. No, it didn't load one. But it didn't load one there either. I know that one should be good to go. Let's try that again. 335. There, we went down. Is it loading? That one isn't. No, they're not. Okay. Try this again. I don't know, man. This thing is screwing up on the flying too. All right. Let's see if we can. Do we need to back up? Yeah, we need to back up. Okay. Is it going to do it? A little bit. Just a little bit. Try that. 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, now it's going to overshoot again, right? Is it going to overshoot? No, that's perfect. Okay, good. Let's see if we can get in there now. All right. Those both look good. I don't understand why it keeps putting me up in the air and not letting me come back down to the ground now. It's like screwing everything up. Okay, so 33 minus 24 is 7, right? It should be 307. There. Okay, so let's see. We've got 12 And we got 12. Okay, cool. All right. We need to get this one lined up. Let's see what we've got here. Oh. All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. All right, let's try this again. Oh, man. See if we can at least get something. At least get something right. Because every time it overshoots. Let's see. See, it does that, and how much is it going to come back? It's not going to come back at all, is it? It's not going to come back until I stop and think I'm ready, and then it's going to come back. That was way too much. All right. There we go. See if that little impulse will help. Come on. You can do it. There. Because this one is the one where we really need to come back, yeah. See if that'll get it there. See, if you do it too slow or too short of a period of time, it won't do it. Just a tiny bit more. Come on. It's like 2 seconds, and then it'll move like an inch. There we go. But if you do it not enough, then it won't move at all. So there's like a minimum. It won't move less than like 2 feet at a time. Okay, that looks like we've got it. Okay. Fly. See, it's got me up here. It looks like we're good. Yeah, we're good on this. We're good on that. All right. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got 12. We've got okay, so we only got one car left. It only took us, what, half an episode? No, 2/3 of an episode to load up. This should be so easy. This should have been so... Why? I don't understand. I do not understand why it insists on being stupid this time. This time around. It's just... It's ridiculous. Let's see what we got here. We're going to try hitting the brake here. See, it does that. There we go. See, it's just doing random... It's just doing random things. What is it doing? I'm not moving. I'm not changing anything. You know what? We'll get it here. Is that... This is hilarious. See what I mean, though? I'm not changing what I'm doing. It's just, like, randomly picking which one it's going to do. And whether or not it's going to be on. 11, 12. Okay, we got them all. Did they both turn off? They both turned off that time. Okay. We're good. Let's go. Oh, man. What an adventure. 235. So we should have 240. If we hadn't spilled any, we would have 240. So see, we even went past. So if I hadn't added in a bunch of extra, like 43 extra. Oh, man. It's always something. Okay, so we're going to come out here, and then we need to figure out which of our... Yeah, we're going to put the logs... Not the logs, but you know what I mean. We're going to put those first. We're going to put our pipes. We're going to get our pipes, and then we're going to get the thingies. Are those the tiny pipe cars, or are those the big ones? Are those the full set? No, those are the tiny pipe cars, so we're going to put the pipe cars last. Because I don't want those in the middle of the train. They'll break and stuff. So we're going to grab these first. We're going to grab the lumber cars. And then we'll grab the pipe cars. And then we need to make sure that we go head first to the refinery. And if those ones are the beams, right? Yeah, those are the beams. Okay. Yep, let's get this moving. And then we want to be past... We want to be past the second switch. Because this one is going to go there. And this one is going to go there. Yep. Okay. So we just need to be past this one here. We don't need to be past that one there. Okay. That should be sufficient. There we go. And we're going to flip this one here. And we'll come up and get these. This should be fun. This giant train. And then we're going to have to go around the loop. Yeah, we'll have to go around the loop. See what kind of speed we get at 25%. Yeah, we'll bring it down to 15. Yeah, we'll have to go around the loop. We'll back around the loop. Around the east side of the loop. There we go. Alright. Let's make sure we don't have any brakes on these cars. Because I think they do have some brakes on either the front one or the back one. Why is it doing that this episode? It's like specifically this time around. Okay, I don't think we did. We have, because we're on flat. Yeah. No, we haven't been setting the brakes. Alright, on all of them. Okay. So, we're going to hit the brakes here. Apparently that was the first time it loaded the sound in. It didn't load it in when we had the... There we go. I just don't want to crack the whip back there. There we go. Alright. Now we can, now that we're all in tension, now we can give it some power here. These we are going to need to be careful running into them, because we're going to knock, these are going to want to fly off the track. So we do want to be careful. We got 6 of those? Okay. I was just thinking about whether or not I should separate them, and yeah, because we do need to, we're going to need to separate them at the other end, even if we didn't here. So we'll just take the... Okay, so we just need to get past the last... Yeah, we just need to get past the very first switch here. And then we're good. So just right here. And then we can stop and change direction. Okay, so we're going to hit the brakes here in a second. There we go. And we'll let this stop while we're hitting the switch. Okay. And let's try, like, yeah. Let's get this moving a little bit. There we go. Now we can turn it down. We just want to maintain it, but we don't want to hit this really hard. Those boxcars behind it and these heavy ones in front of it, these are going to want to squish and just fly off the track. It's not going to be pleasant. So we'll see. See what we get here. All right, and then we'll just let those coast as well. Okay. We're going to do some light braking, and then we're going to fly back there and turn off whatever brakes. Come on. We're going to turn off whatever brakes we have on there. I can fly up, but I can't fly down. 0. Okay, so who did we set the brakes on? Did we set any brakes? Did we set any brakes on the stock cars? 0, 0. It doesn't look like it because we're still coasting too. Yeah. Okay. Nobody has any brakes on. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to open that knuckle coupler. We're going to hit this brake. And hopefully this one will fly off here. Why is this one speeding up and the other one is slowing down? That doesn't make any sense. This one should be pulling away because we should be stopping here. See? That should be pulling away. And then we need to remember to change those. There we go. That one stopped. Okay, good. And then this one stopped. Now we need to put these back to 0 because that's really bad having those dragging on the back. Please don't no, don't reconnect. Don't do that. Why is it still going backwards? Alright, we're going to open the knuckle coupler and we're going to try, I guess we're going to have to do a little crack in the whip here. There we go. There we go. Forward. See what happens here. Good. Okay. Now we've separated. I just wanted to make sure we separated so that we don't drag that one along. Okay. So we got to bring this all the way back. We have to bring this all the way back. Yeah, we'll get it turned around. We need to bring this all the way up to past where the engine is right now. Because we need to back up this one all the way to here, get the engine past it, and then start going forward. Make sense? Because if we back this all the way over to the other thing, we won't be able to shunt. So we do need to come in head first. Either that, or we would need to back down the main line and go around this way, go around the mountain this side. But then, see, that would bring us head first to that too, so that wouldn't work. Okay. Anyway, we got to come past this switch up here. See if we can get this to happen. I think we will make like a caboose rule or something like that too, where it's like everything has to have a caboose on it. You know, maybe if it has more than 3 cars or something like that, you know. Some kind of... It has more than this many cars, it has to have a caboose. Alright. Just looking, there's not a 3-way switch there, is there? That we're going to run into and fly off the track. Okay, so we're going to come out this way. We're going to go around. Yeah, okay, let's do this. Reverser. There we go. It's like you can hardly even see the cars on the back. There we go. We got it going now. Alright. I think we'll get this up to maybe 12, 15, and then just let it do its thing around the corner. So we'll figure out what kind of... Okay, it looks like that's going to keep us steady at this speed. It feels like we're still accelerating. Let's try 33%. Because I don't want to go too fast around this big corner. Yeah, it looks like that should keep us at a steady speed. I like how the tender disappears here. It was doing that last time, remember? Okay. Let's see if we make it around this. There we go. See, it's wanting to speed up. I'm not sure what part is, if it's pushing from up there or if it's... This is starting to hit a downhill. I assume if that's hitting a downhill... Yeah. See, then it's going to hit an uphill too. So... Well, that seems to be a very reasonable speed. These are a little bouncy, but they're not like... They don't look like they're in danger of popping off the track. So, I think we're good. Cool. So we're going to need to come all the way back. Let's go back to the engine. We're going to need to go all the way back past the switch. How many cars is that? 6, 2, 3, 4, and 8 is 14. That's 34, 35, 36, including the engine and the tender. I don't think they did trains that big on the narrow gauge, did they? I don't think the narrow gauge trains got that very big. The whole idea was they were supposed to be able to go through rough territory, and they didn't have like a huge, because you have to have sharp corners and stuff like that. The narrow gauge allowed them to do sharper corners and smaller. I don't know if it allows them to do sharper corners or not. I'm not sure that that's true. I think it just allowed them to get smaller cars in and stuff. I don't remember for sure. Anyway, I think we've got this now. Let's make sure. Are we coming back past the 3? No, we're not coming through a 3 switch. Okay. Like, are we going to do all this just to knock all the cars off the track when we hit the 3-way switch? Okay, cool. I think we got it, and that's going to be it for episode 66. Join me in episode 67, where we will take this over to the refinery, and we're going to shunt all the cars and do all the fun stuff and all that. And I think we will need a turnaround and everything. I think I am doing this backwards, aren't I? We do have the shunting yards set up in that direction, but we do need to be able to turn around, or we need a... You know what we need is we just need a Betsy over there to do the shunting instead of this giant engine. That's probably what we should do. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? Right? A little Porter engine. But anyway, yeah, that's going to be it for episode 66. They look like they're floating back there. I think the cars disappeared, but the cargo didn't. Yeah, that's going to be it for episode 66. Join me in episode 67, and we'll see you then. Later.